What's up everybody? Me, Pickin for Profit, coming to you with a haul video. This haul video is a little different. As you can see, the background's different. I'm currently in my living room instead of in my workspace. The items I'm showing you in this haul video are from the auction last night, the Friday night auction. I got a lot of stuff. I actually ended up spending $450, which is quite a lot for me at an auction. I usually stay around 200, most of the time under 200. So I did buy a lot. I'm going to show you everything except for I bought a Ferrari poster, really cool, a beer sign, really cool, and 2 railroad lights, which again, really cool. Those are still in my car. They're quite large. It's freezing outside, so I'm not going to bring those in. But right now what I'm going to show you is mostly jewelry and some small trinkets that I got. So stay with me and let's get right to it. So for the first item I purchased at the auction, I paid $22 for this. Not sure if you can see. They are beads. A lot of them are either sterling silver or some gold plate, some rose gold. I didn't look at these before I bid on them. I just heard sterling silver and 14 karat rose gold. So I was willing to bid a little bit on it. Unfortunately, it looks like a lot of work. I'm not scared that I'm not going to make a lot of money. I believe I will make a lot of money. My research shows I can sell probably each of these little bins full for around $10 to $15 just because they're high quality beads. But if you know anything about beads or you're interested, leave me a shout in the comment box below. So there's crimps, there's beads, there's toppers, there's a little bit of everything. I got that one, this one, this whole case full, and then some French wire, whatever that is, and a tin full here. So that was the first thing, and I believe I paid $22.50 or $25 for this, and like I said, it just looks like a lot of work. So with that out of the way, let's move on to the second item I purchased. It is a flat. When you hear me say I bought a flat of items, this is it right here, just a cardboard box. This flat was really cool. I purchased this for $25. Stuff was going extremely high last night. A box that I'd usually get for $5 at the auction, like I just showed you this box, I'd probably get for $5 to $10 usually. I ended up spending $25. I got this old pipe in this flat. Really cool. It's sterling, Mexico sterling actually. I still believe it's sterling silver. Mexican silver is different than Mexican sterling silver. And it's actually Medico. It's not even an X, if you can see that. Medico sterling. So that's a pretty cool pipe. I haven't done any research. I don't know how much I'll get for that. An old doorknob. Nothing too cool there. An old photograph. I don't believe that was from this flat. I purchased a lot of photographs, and I'll show you those in a minute. There are 2 of these antique gold fill glasses. I purchased these just for the frame. As you can see, they're broken. I got this pair as well as this pair. I'll put these in a lot. I'll get $10 a piece for these, no problem. So between this and the pipe, I already made back my money on this flat. And the reason I bought this flat was A, for the 2 pairs of glasses, and B, were all the cufflinks. Like these ones here are, looks like a Colt revolver. I sell these really well on eBay. I'll probably get 15 to 20 bucks just for this single pair here. It also had this swank tie clip with a camera. How ironic. Cufflinks of some covered wagons. These will probably just go in a lot. Probably just a couple bucks on that pair. And this pair right here They're like a gold color with some like red glass or something in there. Really cool. This is probably a $10 to $12 pair. And then last but not least are these cute little dog ones. I'm not sure if I'll sell these individually or I will put them in a lot, but you'll see them in a sales update video, so make sure you come back and check that out. In here we got a gold fill Tavana's gold fill ladies watch. It also has this Christian little charm. Probably can't see that from here, but that charm is sterling silver, so that's really cute. This is probably only 15-20 bucks, I would guess. I'll do a little bit more research, but ladies watches, gold fill ones, unfortunately don't bring that much money. So I'll either sell this at my flea market if it's not worth much, get about 10 or 15 bucks that way, and if no one wants it that way, I'll just save it for the gold fill and sell it on a lot on eBay. Niggeroids, I believe these are for your stomach. Ooh, look in there. First time I opened it, there's two sort of gems in there. Not really sure if these are real gemstones. They feel kind of plasticky, so nothing much in there. I got this little, looks like a bezel off something. It's got some hallmarks on it. It looks like gold fill to me, so I'll just put that in my lot. And last, and unfortunately least, I got some, I don't know, some random coins. So that was for this box. Again, $25. I got the gold fill glasses, the cufflinks, the pipe, the doorknob, and the bracelet. Hopefully I'll turn this $25 into $100. So stay tuned and make sure to watch my hauls video for this one as well. Correction, sales video. Watch the sales video. This is the haul video. And this flat right here, I believe I purchased for $12.50. This was by far the most random of them all. Before we go through this box, I do want to say that there was a Nintendo DS Lite in here, but I sold it for $10 at the auction. And there was also a vintage hockey puck from the 40s. I sold that for $10 at the auction as well. So I already made my money back on this plus some. The hockey puck didn't have a name on it as far as a team. If it did, those super early hockey pucks, with the research that I did, they sell extremely well, and I could have got at least $100 for it. But that one, like I said, was worn off. You could not tell at all. So I got rid of it for $10, and I'm completely happy with that. In this flat, there's this Dutch white lead. I believe it's paint, or I don't know what it is. Some kind of oil. I just like the graphic, and it came in this box. And I bought this box because of the DS and this iPhone 4S, I believe it is. The screen is cracked, but I believe I can get about 30 to 40 bucks on eBay for this just as a parts phone. It has this really old nail. Okay. It's got some sort of lantern insert, some sort of Ohio Machinery Company tag, a bunch of keys. Believe it or not, keys sell really good for me at the flea market. I don't know if people repurpose them and make them into things or what, but they do sell, and there's enough keys here. I'll probably make about 10 to 15 bucks profit on the keys. Some vintage key holders, which are really neat. And yeah, that's about it for this box. So like I said, the hockey puck and the Nintendo DS paid for the entire box, plus I made $8. And again, I'm looking for about $100 profit on this box as well. And this next bit of items I got are really cool. They are vintage photographs, mostly. We got that. We have some architecture with the writing on the back. The writing on the back always helps photographs sell, so make sure if you're buying photographs to resell them. The subject matter matters. That's probably the matters. The subject matter affects the value, and the writing affects the value, so make sure you keep your eye out for good pictures and what the picture actually is of. I got another one of the house, again with writing on the back. Same thing here. This one I think I did really well with. It is a lodge picture. I don't know, lodge number 44, whatever that is. Fashicon. Really cool. Hopefully do some research and find out what that's all about. Again, picture, writing on the back. So I got a bunch of pictures. This one's cool. I've never had one where they're stacked up perfectly like that. The only one on there is number 4. This picture is just kind of funny. Another great beard. A cute girl holding a little purse or a clutch. A really well-dressed gentleman with some glasses. That's a pretty cool one. I love this family photo. It's great. Again, it has the writing on the back. The same house. And the 2 gems of the bunch are this gentleman and this gentleman. They are African American, which is extremely rare for that time period. I personally have never owned any photographs with black people from this time period. So that was really cool to find. I'll probably keep these, or at least keep one of them. My research shows I could get about 10 to 20 bucks per photo. Unfortunately, these don't have any writing on them, no names, so I can't really find out who they are. But look at that hair. That's sweet, man. Look at that part right down the middle. So sweet. Dude had style. And I also got, in that same lot, a bunch of postcards. I know postcards do really well. These ones, some of them aren't used and some of them are used. So I'll go through here, do some research, and hopefully stumble upon a couple that'll make me some money. But I believe I paid between $10 and $15 for this, so we'll just say $12.50. And I got all those photographs there. There's probably 20 photographs, and then a bunch of these cards. So even if $1 a piece, we'll turn that into 50 bucks. And for the best flat of the night, I did pay up. I paid $60 for this flat. This does not go in the flat. I'll get to that in a minute. But everything in this flat is sterling silver, so that's really good. This ring is plastic with some thin sterling silver on it. Size 6 3/4 it says on there. It says it's signed. It says has some kind of hallmark right there. Not sure if you can see that. I have no information on this ring whatsoever, so that'll definitely take some research. But this, at least $10 for that. This is a gold over silver, so it's sterling silver, gold plated, with some fake diamonds, I'm sure. But this, easily $10. And this one right here is a sterling silver as well. Again, it's probably just imitation diamonds, but this is between a $5 and $10 ring. This ring would probably be a $20 to $25 ring, but it is a little dented, so this will probably end up being sold for either $10 at the antique booth, or it'll just end up in my scrap pile. So unfortunately for that, because it's a very cool ring. It's marked 925 on the inside, so it's not as old or as good as if it said sterling, but it's still a really nice piece. We have this sterling ring with looks like a tiger eye in it, I believe they're called. Very cool piece, easily $10 on that. This looks like an older piece of sterling, but it's probably not super old. Green emerald stone, probably imitation. Size 8, so that'll be $10 to $15 on that. Again, we have another sterling silver ring, nothing special on this, it's pretty beat up. Size 5. This will honestly probably just go in the scrap bin. Here's another one of those plastic or Bakelite, whatever it is, rings with the sterling wrapped around it. It's signed CNN, I guess it says on here. So if you know what CNN is, please leave it in the description box below. It'd really help me out, save me some time on eBay, and I'd really appreciate that. I'm gonna say 10 to 15 bucks on this. And when I say these numbers, these are just guaranteed prices that I could sell at my antique booth for. A lot of these rings probably are worth more, and like I say on some of them, they will never even make it to the sales room floor because I will scrap them. But a lot of these are really pretty, like this one right here. This is probably, realistically, this is probably a $25 to $30 ring, but for the sake of this video and just to be safe, I'm going to say $10 on this ring as well. This one is a sterling silver with, I believe it's moissanite stones. Really cool. I love this one, it's really pretty. This is probably, we'll just safe to say, 10 bucks. So with just the rings, the handful of rings we have here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rings, safe number on all of them, $10. That's already 100 bucks, and I spent 60 on the whole flat, and there's plenty more for me to show you, so that's good. We have this great turquoise, I believe it's turquoise, it might not be turquoise. Turquoise and sterling silver pendant with a sterling silver chain. I don't know, 18 inches maybe. Really cool. This I'll easily get $25 for. In here we have a sterling silver and padparade. I don't know, some kind of orange stone in there. Really pretty necklace. We'll say 15 bucks on that. So we're at 140. I have a pair of these clip-on earrings. These triangles. They are sterling silver and they are signed by the artist. It looks like an M, a B, and an H, and then under that it says sterling. So these might be a really good piece. I'm gonna have to do some research. For the sake of the video, we'll say $10. We have this really nice onyx brooch. You can tell it's early because it's marked sterling, but it's not real early because it's got the rollover clasp right there. The rollover clasp is the one that has the little like dial on it to unlock it and lock it. Those are probably, this is probably from the 50s or the 60s maybe. If I'm lucky, it's that old. Some of the earlier ones, like the tuck, the ones you just tuck under there, or the hook, I think they're called. Those are much earlier, so keep your eye out for those. I would say 25 bucks on this. Again, I have this brooch right here, all sterling silver, marked PB. So if you know what PB is, again, leave it in the comment box below. I'd really appreciate it. It's all sterling. It's extremely heavy, and I would guess 15 to 20 bucks on that. Here's a great little filigree, sterling silver filigree brooch. You've probably seen these before if you're into any sort of jewelry. This is signed YUN. So if any of you know what YUN is, leave that in the comment box below as well. Not just for me, but for all the viewers. And as far as subject matter goes, this Basset Hound brooch right here is one of my favorite. He's just adorable and it's really heavy. So it is marked Mexico 925, so it's nothing special, but a Basset Hound owner will love this, and I'll probably get 15 to 20 bucks for that guy. This is much earlier than most of them. It is a moissanite and sterling silver brooch again. This one you can tell, it does have the rollover hook, but it's a much earlier one. Not sure if you can see that. My face kind of wants to focus on my face. But keep your eye out for anything with the early hooks. This is hopefully 20 to 25 bucks there. Very interesting. Not sure what kind of coins these are, but they do seem to be like Russian or some kind of European, like Polish, some kind of coin. There's 3 of them. They're soldered together, so they are silver coins. And then it's got the brooch on the back. Really cool. This one's going to take a little bit of research just to figure out what those coins are, but this is a really cool handmade piece, so I'm hoping to get at least $25 for that as well. And the last one I purchased in that lot was this bad boy right here. This is by far my favorite as far as potential for money. It is a family of 5, a mom and dad holding 3 kids. Not sure if you can see that. On the tag, it does say it's signed Jensen. I automatically think when I hear Jensen and I'm talking about silver, George Jensen. So I do believe it's George Jensen. I'm going to have to look at that a little closer under a scope. Hopefully you guys can see that and let me know. But I'm 99% sure that is George Jensen. If this is George Jensen, it's probably at least, I would say $100 is a safe bet. So that was why I bid up the whole box to $60. But as you can see, that $60 almost turned into $300, just giving you safe prices for everything. So with that in mind, we're happy that I was fortunate enough to win that. So if you guys don't do a lot of silver or don't do a lot of jewelry, you need to start. There's a good following in it. There's a lot of artists, and they're small. You can get them at garage sales, flea market, estate sales. And if you're not buying them from someone that knows exactly what they have, you can get a really good deal. So keep your eye out and start educating yourself in sterling silver. The best jewelry piece that I purchased was this right here. I believe I paid $75 for this. I might have paid $85. I need to check my receipt. But it is solid 14 karat gold. It has an earlier rollover clasp on the back. But you know this is a really good piece because it's not just a brooch, it's also a pendant. And from my experience, they only did that with nicer, higher end jewelry back in the day. So this is probably from the 40s, early 50s, and it is signed and marked in the back. It's got some pearls and maybe some imitation turquoise or just some blue plastic something. But this is a really cool piece. If you're not part of the green room on Facebook, make sure you check that out. I knew this was great just because of the gold. It weighs 3 pennyweights, so it's probably $75, $80 worth of gold. That's why I bid so high on it. But I didn't know much more about that, so I put a post in the green room asking if anyone knew about it. Within minutes, I had several people commenting, giving me tips on this piece. So if you're not part of the green room, make sure you check it out. It's well worth the money. Yes, it is a paid Facebook group. No, I'm not affiliated with it besides being a member. And I've only been a member for a couple months now, but I really enjoy it. It's a great community, and it's nice to be around like-minded people. So make sure you check that out. It also came with this great case. And besides the big items that I told you about, there's one more item. This is the last item I'll be sharing with you. It's by far my favorite. It's the first one I've ever owned. Okay, now that I'm done talking it up, let's get to it. Alright guys, here it is. Extremely early. I paid $90 for this. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. Actually, maybe I paid $60. I don't know. I spent so much money that night, I don't really remember what I spent it on. I either paid I think I paid $60. No, $90. Yeah. Unfortunately, I paid $90 for this. It's an antique camera. I know it's a Kodak because it says Kodak on here. Maybe you can see that if I show it to you. But it's got a large glass plate in the back. It opens up. These are giant bellows. It opens up to be really big. I'm not sure on the correct way to open it. I only partially opened it. So before I ruin it, I want to do some more research, and I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out more. But this was one of my favorite pieces I bought in a really long time. So really happy about that. And like I said, that is everything I purchased. So thank you for following along in this video. I hope you've made it to the end. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Just lets me know you like these videos. If you don't like these videos, leave me a comment in the box below letting me know what kind of videos you do like watching. And I hope I see you guys soon. Take it easy. Keep picking. Keep making that money. Peace.